Kilimanjaro kwetu. Welcome Tanzania.
You are watching I Visited Tanzania. Some people want to come to Tanzania to conquer the mountain Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa. Some just want to come to Tanzania and be face to face with the big five, the lions, the elephants, all these magnificent animals. Some people just want to come to Tanzania and chill, just lie by the beach in Zanzibar and relax, away from the commotion of the world. No matter the reason why you come to Tanzania, we can talk to all these Americans who have been to Tanzania and they get to share with us their experience. You're watching I Visited Tanzania.
So
right now we're with Kiana. Right now we're in Dar es Salaam. She's been here for a couple of weeks, right? Yeah. She has been like everywhere. She's been to Zanzibar. She's seen the nightlife. She has been. We talk about the local cuisine as well, but also the culture shock. Being a black person coming to Africa, and we see all that. So if you've never been to Africa, you've never been to Tanzania, this is a must watch. So Kiana, welcome very much.
Thank you, Asante Sana.
Your hair looks very beautiful.
Thank you.
It looks expensive too, because how much does that cost in the US?
Oh, so in the US, you're gonna pay probably like $300 or so for this.
That's for the hair?
Yes, to get my hair done. Here, it was a lot less. So it was about 75,000 shillings here.
Oh, that's like in dollars. That is like
35.
Yes, it's less than $50.
Yeah, it's less. So I definitely will get my hair done here again before I go back home.
You see, it's way cheaper than. So my name is Anganile. So Anganile, most African names do have like meanings.
Yeah.
So my name means I'm loved, but in my tribe, like it means like God loves me. So Anganile is okay. God loves me, and so that's what it means. So
Kiana's actually a Persian name.
Really?
Yeah, and so it means, I had to ask someone that is Persian, and she told me, she was like, it means like land, like nation, like more like whatever the nation is that you're covering. So yeah.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
That's really nice.
So I learned something new. Yeah.
Wow. So can you like introduce yourself? Your name, Kiana, where you from?
Sure. Okay. So I'm Kiana Morris. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, back home. So yeah. So I miss home, but I love it here. I really do.
Okay. So for a person that has never been to Atlanta, what's the best about Atlanta?
Ooh, that's hard to say. So you and I were talking earlier about like the entertainment industry, of course, and Black Hollywood, which is really big in Atlanta. Yeah. So of course, radio, TV, film is major there, and just the culture of Atlanta. You know, being able to be there. There are a lot of HBCUs, which are historically Black colleges and universities. So we're able to have a lot of strong, educated people there that are affluent, that are really making a difference, both on the government side, but also on the entertainment side, which I love. Yeah, and in the sports, we have really good sports too. So you have the Atlanta United, which you guys have football here. We call it soccer. So I've gone to several games, and I'm like the one to paint my face, to put a shirt on. Like I want to be fully engrossed in everything. Yeah.
Wow. So
football.
Which sport do you like?
So I'm torn because I go to our Hawks games, which is basketball. I go to our Falcons games, which are football, and I go to the Atlanta United games, which are soccer. So I go to all of them. Yeah.
Did you ever think you'd ever travel to Africa?
So actually, yes. This was actually one of the things that I really wanted to do. I wanted to make sure I came to Africa, and while I'm here, I want to bounce around. So if I can go to Egypt and Eritrea and Ethiopia and Kenya and South Africa, I want to do that as well. But I definitely wanted this assignment here in Tanzania to experience Dar and Zanzibar and learn more about the culture and the people.
Okay, so most people say that Americans don't travel partly because like if you live in a community, like in a place, you can get everything there, like supermarkets there, you can go to cinema there and everything. Like you don't have to get out of the community to re-experience life.
I can't agree with that. So you're talking to somebody that has literally traveled the world. I've been to Japan, France, China, Australia. Like, I have literally traveled to Thailand.
I know what the few that do travel for sure.
Well, my friends travel a lot, so I think it depends on the person, right? But I do think a lot of people still travel. A lot of Americans travel. I definitely think a lot of Americans travel. I just don't know that a lot have been to Dar recently. Now, I do think the Royal Tour documentary is going to change that.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
But I will say, you know, we travel.
First time you got to Dar, what's the culture shock that what was so different that you were like, wow, okay.
Okay, so the first thing for me, so I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. I'm what we call a pescatarian, so I do seafood, but I can't eat meat or pork or chicken or anything like that. I'll get sick. So for me, coming here and learning that I had to like wash a lot of the fruits and vegetables with like soap and water before I ended up getting sick because I just ate as much as I could really? From the market. Yeah. So that was a shock, which is something different than what we do back in the States. And then just like, I'm immersing myself in becoming more local, right? So going to the grocery store, going to the different markets. I went to, help me correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's called Kisutu Market. Kisutu Market, yeah. And so some coworkers were like, that's where the local shop, you got to get the real food, you know. So that was all a big experience for me that I'm grateful for, but it is different than back in the States,
Were you shocked that like people can just like buy an orange, peel it, like eat on the street, like, you know?
We don't do that back in the States like that. We're not normally just buying, you know, from the local market on the street everywhere you go. You normally you go to a grocery store or something like that. So that is different, but it was still good and it was really fresh. And we don't have tuk-tuks, bajajis in the States.
Yeah, exactly.
So I take bajajis literally everywhere.
How's the experience so far?
I've had a good experience, except a couple of times where they didn't show up.
That tends to happen.
Yeah, but you know, I got over it and found another one.
Have you tried to go to let's say restaurants? Because you know a girl got eat.
Oh yes, I have tried so many restaurants. Oh my gosh! So there's such a vast amount of different types of cuisine here. So I've tried Bella Napoli, so the Italian food. I've tried. I'm going to try Flames, the Indian restaurant that's here. My favorite is Thai Kani, so that's of course a Thai spot here. Where I went to the waterfront here in Slipway, which was pretty good, right on the water. The Terrace. I also went to South African Cape Town Fish Market.
Yeah, Cape Town Fish
that
Market,
was good. They had really good lobster and fish there. So I fully encourage anyone coming here to try all the different types of food. And then at our job, we also have a canteen with like authentic Swahili food as well.
So you've tried ugali, right?
Oh, I haven't tried that. Okay.
It's like Nigerian jollof.
Oh yeah. So the thing is, because I have to have it with like seafood. I can't do it with like the pork and but yeah, I did see it. And then I'm in love with what is it, chapati? Yeah. So I want that like every day. I'm trying to eat chapati every single day. Yeah, no. It's
so
good.
what do you eat it with? Like chapati? What you mix it with?
Different, either some type of seafood, like crab or something, or I'll put it with shrimp, and then in the morning time I'll eat it with like fruit and things. Yeah.
So first time in Kisuru, which is crazy because the pandemonium is like crazy. So how do you find
it's busy.
it? Yeah.
So I had to have a friend go with me so that I knew how to navigate.
Yeah.
And one thing I learned was always take money, always take cash, always take the shillings with you because they're not going to use a card.
Yeah, we don't do cards.
Yeah, I learned that while I was negotiating. Everything is negotiable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's no fixed price.
At all. I've learned. So it was crazy. It was mayhem. And it was raining on us the whole time. So the first thing I had to do was get an umbrella while I was there and negotiate that. And then we went there's 3 or 4 different levels, I believe. And so we went to each level. We got like rice and mangoes, some pineapples. I got some good vegetables. I got cauliflower. So I went full grocery shopping there and then came home. Yeah.
And then do you like, get to cook yourself?
I do cook myself, yeah. So I want to go to Zanzibar so I can go to the spice farm there. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. I only have some shoppers that's here in Masaki.
Yeah.
I've gone there to get a couple of different spices and things like that, but I really want to get some really good.
Are you big on cooking? Like, do you love that?
I do, but I don't know how to cook Swahili food. Are you gonna teach me something?
Definitely. I do know a few.
Okay.
So you've been to Zanzibar?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about it. Like, where have you been to?
Okay, so I have to go back. I was only there for 2 days, but I packed those 2 days. So one of the things we had to do was the full moon party, of course.
Full moon party?
Yes. The full moon party is like in Kenwood, it's near Kenwood Rocks. So it's about an hour to hour and 15 minutes from Stonetown. Stonetown was my first place that I went to. We stayed at the Maru Maru Hotel, which is beautiful. Nice for sunsets, nice for really good food. They have a good pool. You can kind of relax and things. I went to the spa there. Then the next day we did like a tour of Stonetown and Zanzibar.
Stonetown is the city part.
Yes, more of the city part. Yeah. You will get lost in the streets, so you need a tour guide because the streets are very narrow. It does, yeah, it does. That's a good analogy. Everything is kind of cobblestone or stone. And we learned about the rich history, and we learned about, our ancestors, slavery. We visited Prison Island, and we were able to feed turtles. Some of the turtles, I think somebody said that one of the turtles was like 400 years old, which I was like, is that possible? And they were huge, so we took a lot of pictures. Then we went to the Vanishing Island, and it started to vanish while we were there.
Vanishing Island?
Yes. I don't know how to say
like
this.
It vanishes? Like
yes, while you're there. So the island is bigger, say 10 a.m., 11 a.m. And by about 4 p.m. it starts to vanish because the tide comes in. So it's pretty large. There were a big group of people there, and we were able to cook on the island. They got fresh seafood for us. So we had shrimp, lobster, octopus. I mean, it was really good. They grilled in front of us a fresh catch. And then we hopped back on the boat before it was gone. Right, before it vanished. And then we went back. And so after that night, we went to Kenwood Rocks for the full moon party, and that was like a concert. I mean, we partied literally all night. We got home at like 6 a.m.
So what's the best part of the full moon party?
Man, just being around everyone, the dancing, the music. I mean, of course you have different little events that you can do. There are like bars and people that you can talk to and activities, but the music, the feeling of being in a big festival all night long with good people and a mix of people, right? With an appreciation for music and dancing. It's just a very free experience.
So what kind of music do they play there? Do they play American music?
So what we heard when we were there was mostly, I think it's bongoyo, is that? Bongo flavor, and Amapiano. Amapiano, yes. So it was a mix of both. And we had a good time. We were dancing. We got on the stage. I mean, we had fun.
So, what do you know any musician, the local musician here?
I don't, but I do know that Diamond Platinum is supposed to be performing. I think
it's like the
in a couple of he's supposed to be performing in a couple of weeks. So we're gonna go back.
Okay,
and by then I'm gonna know all his songs.
that would be nice.
So,
the best way to learn like a language is through music. So has that helped you in any way to learn?
So I've been taking Duolingo to learn.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. So I downloaded the app, and I know very little since I've been here, but I know enough to say, Asante Sana, Karibu, Habari, right, Mamba, to be able to communicate with people, because one thing I have definitely learned is that everybody is polite. Everybody wants a greeting, whether you know them or not. And so I'm really big on that, just to open up doors of communication, especially if I'm lost or don't know, something. When I went to the ferry, I had to make friends very quickly.
You went to the ferry?
Yes, I took the Azam ferry, the Kilimanjaro, to be able to get to Zanzibar.
You on your own?
Yes.
Oh, for real?
That was an experience.
I remember that travels alone.
I had a friend tell me what to do, but coming back, I had a friend come back with me. But going there, yes, I had to. I paid a porter. like about 2,000 shillings.
For real?
Coming back, yeah, and they kind of helped me through. And then going there, I had a friend to tell me, you know, what to do and how to navigate. Yeah, but you have to catch on quickly, so it's good to have friends, either my coworkers or my friends there. Yeah.
But going alone on the ferry, were you kind of scary? Was that kind of scary for you?
I think it can be a little intimidating if you don't have someone that'll teach you the ropes. So lucky for me, I had someone that dropped me off and kind of took me to the border. I was able to walk with the border and understand, and I can kind of catch on quickly where to give my bag, what to write, and I kept my bags with me. I ended up doing the VIP, but I know there's 4 different classes. So you have economy, business class, which are like below deck, and then the VIP and the royal class. So I chose VIP.
Do you have access to the I don't know what you call it, like basically once the ferry leaves, you can go at the front and watch.
Yes. You can still, I didn't, but you can still walk out, you can look around, they'll give you, tea and kind of a snack and things like that, so you get to relax. I ended up taking a nap. I was tired, I hadn't slept much. And so I slept, it's about, I want to say almost 2 hours, probably about a 2-hour ride. I do recommend people go earlier in the day though, because when the tide rises, you can get seasick around that 4 o'clock ride coming back, so yeah.
So the morning travel is kind of better.
Smooth, yeah.
Oh, okay. So for the 2 days in Zanzibar,
yes.
you went to full moon party,
yes.
Vanishing Island, what else did you do?
Prison Island. We fed the turtles in Prison Island, and then we did a tour of Stone Town, and so we kind of learned about the architecture of the doors and some of the history, and I want to get a Tanzanite stone.
And you know Tanzania is only in Tanzania.
I know. So I have to get one before I go back to the States.
And you know, who this girl was born, Freddie Mercury?
Oh yes, we visited his house too. I didn't do the full tour. I gotta go back so I can do the full tour of the house. But we went outside and saw, he does like the people Rocky and all that.
Zanzibari jamani, karibuni wageni.
I took the ferry here from Slipway over to one of the islands. I want to say it's called
Bongoyo
Island.
Bongoyo,
yes.
oh.
And so I relaxed there. The ferry was really nice. It was maybe 30 minutes away. Had some drinks there, things like that. I need to go earlier in the day, so I went kind of late. But they told me to come back earlier in the day because they can do a fresh catch for you, and you can get seafood while you're there. Yeah, so
like they fish for you right
yes,
there.
Yes,
and cook it
cook it for you there. So I need that experience.
So
I'm going back. Right, it was good. Yeah, but just like really got to relax. I love the water. It was crystal clear, and the sand was beautiful. And I mean, what's a quick ferry ride, right? And then we came back, and it was a group of us that came back at the same time because we were like, I stayed there all day, so we were like the last group to come back to the peninsula.
Okay, so right now, so you live in Masaki.
I do.
So Masaki is kind of like the, can I call it the affluence?
I guess you could call it that.
The better,
in Atlanta, we would call it like the Buckhead of Atlanta, which is a little bit more affluent. I would say that. Yes.
So have you had time to go to venture outside Masaki, like
Mesasani,
Mesasani and all that places?
Yes, I went to Mesasani, and I went to oh my goodness, I feel like I should know the name of it because even City Center is not on the peninsula.
Yeah, it's not.
I went into City Center definitely to go to the market and to get hair products. So I will say Masaki is not the best place if you're trying to get your hair done or you need a beauty supply store.
Because they're going to charge you like the United States.
Right. I'm going to go where the locals go for those kind of products.
Have you been to the nightlife in the restaurant here?
So I heard I have to go to Havoc, and yesterday I went to Bar at Dar, so they had karaoke and things like that, but that was more here.
So you sing, right?
Yes. No!
said yes.
No, I'm not gonna sing.
No. Okay, I'm gonna ask to sing, but you sing. Only when you've got you're in the moment.
I'm encouraged to do so. Yes, but
Okay.
no, not on camera. I'm not singing.
Okay, so how do you find African music? Because right now we're seeing like Burna Boy is blowing up in the United States. He does shows, concerts in Atlanta, and it's full packed right now. But before that, African music was seen like in a real pop off. But right now, yeah.
I think that so especially in Atlanta where entertainment is really big and music is really big, we have a great appreciation for that type of music, especially because you also have a lot of Caribbean people that live in Atlanta, right? And so you're talking about still reggae and dance hall and soca and those types of music also sound like the music here, Amapiano and other types here. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Wow. So, who's your favorite artist?
So my favorite artist is really J. Cole, and that's not fun.
Okay, no, J. Cole's cool. J. Cole's cool.
That's rap and hip hop. Yeah.
Okay. Why J. Cole though?
His lyrics, his style.
Are you into more conscious black music?
I would say that I appreciate conscious black music, but I just appreciate a good vibe, a good energy, right? And so whether that's J. Cole, whether that's Jay-Z, whether that's Kendrick Lamar. So I was in Japan at a concert actually on Mount Fuji, and Kendrick Lamar was the headliner. And we got caught in a typhoon, and I still was there listening. Like, he was amazing. I will go to a Kendrick Lamar concert. Yes.
That makes me ask: are you surprised how big African American influence is on us? Are you surprised?
No, because we create great music and great culture. We are the epitome of great music and great culture. I'm not surprised. I'm proud. But I'm not surprised.
Like Japan, they don't even speak.
But they love our music.
Yeah, the vibe to it, like
because it's a vibe. That's what I say. It's a vibe. It's the energy. It's the culture. It's beautiful, and you can feel that music transcends any culture. Whether you're here in Africa, whether you're in the States, whether you're in Europe or somewhere else, music is a feeling. It transcends any language. It is a language in itself. Yeah, just like dance.
Most Americans will come to Tanzania and they're like, I have to go on safari.
I do want to do a safari.
And everything. So you've never been to on safari before?
So no, I'm planning to go to Serengeti and to, is it Angora Crater? Ngorongoro Crater. So I want to do both of those before I leave. Hopefully my best friend, she's supposed to be coming to join me. And if so, we're going to spend
she's
some
coming
days.
to Malana as well?
Yes. And if she comes, then we're going to go do Serengeti and Ngorongoro Crater within the next couple of weeks. So I'm planning now.
Climb Kilimanjaro?
Oh, I'm not climbing Kilimanjaro. I think Mount Fuji taught me that that's not for me.
No, but the way, let me tell you one thing about Kilimanjaro. Okay. I've climbed it. It's one of the easiest things to do.
How?
I'm telling you, it doesn't take. You don't need to work out. You don't need, just need the will to get top there. That's it.
And how long did it take you to climb?
7 days.
7 days.
Yeah, it takes 7 days normally. 8 days. Yeah.
I might climb the bottom.
And I've seen people in their 70s get the top.
And still do it.
Yeah, and then you don't have to get all the way to the top.
Yeah, you can pace yourself.
Yeah, you can climb to a certain level, and then
I heard it's really cold too. Cause like here, the weather is beautiful.
Yeah.
The coldest it gets is like 70s, maybe 60s here, and then it gets warm. I know this is kind of winter time here, but there I heard it's freezing, especially in Arusha.
It's for us, cause most people that you talk to are from Dar es Salaam, so it's sunny here all the time. So, but then for a person like from the US, or because you guys got winter, it's nothing. It's the same thing.
Okay.
But
so it's not bad.
It's a beautiful experience. I should really I should do it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Ask me in 2 more weeks, and I'll tell you.
Definitely. So,
but I do want to see the Big Five.
The Big Five is Serengeti. Yeah, Serengeti. You're gonna love it. So, which animal is your favorite?
A tiger. But I want to see a lion. But yeah.
Why a tiger?
They're fierce. vicious. They protect their own. Same thing with a lion, protects its pride. Yeah.
Are tigers not like kind of so like a lone, like they move on their own, like they don't move in groups or something? I don't know.
Well, I would say a lion more so moves in the group with its pride, like and things like that, and would go out and the females go out and kill and then come back and things like that. Tigers, well, when I went to Thailand, my experience was a little different because we actually went into a den with 4 different tigers. That was an interesting thing. Look at your face. We went into a den. There were 4 different tigers at a place in Thailand. I don't know if I can say it on record, but we got to experience, being very up and personal with the tigers. And I love them. I think they're beautiful. I don't know that I'll ever do that again. And they fed them in front of us.
Because, you can never be sure, right?
No, you can't. And I wasn't sure when I was there. I did not want to look like a greasy piece of chicken and eat me alive.
But how that experience changed your life, though?
So one of the things that they taught us when we signed our disclaimer was that you're not supposed to turn your back to the tiger, right? You're supposed to always look the tiger head on. You're make eye contact. If you're touching it, to make sure you're kind of firm in how you touch it so that it respects you, right? So if you think about the parallels of life, when you are dealing with controversy or you're dealing with challenges, instead of running away from those things and turning your back from them, really facing them head on, and remaining calm, during the time. You can't freak out and go run and scream and things, because that's how you fail and that's how you become prey very quickly. But if you remain calm and you face that thing and you keep your stance, then you'll be okay.
Is that how you approach life?
It is, yeah. Hello everyone, I am Kiana Morris from Atlanta, Georgia, here in Dar es Salaam, going between Dar es Salaam and Zanzibar for a period of time. I'm really excited about being here, and I encourage all of you all to come out as well. I had a blast at the full moon party in Zanzibar. We got to experience the food, the culture, the music, the dancing, just everything. I really think you all should come and join us here and have a good time.
As I always say, visit Tanzania, make memories. You are watching I Visited Tanzania.
Amiri. Hivyo bima ya gari unaenda saa ngapi kuinunua? Hebu nenda haraka iseni. Nina safari zangu baadaye. Hivi wewe bado unafanya nini mundani?
Sister, nimeshanunua tayari.
Acha utani. Umenunua wapi? Mbona sikuelewi?
Huwa natumia bima ya papo kununua bima kwa urahisi na uharaka. Angalia simu yako hapo, kutumia cover note kitambo.
Tumia bima papo kwa kupiga nyota 150 nyota 51 alama ya reli, au kwa WhatsApp tuma neno bima papo kwenda namba 0764166066 ujipatie bima.
Mtoto wa siku hizi, mijanja.
Bima papo. Urahisi wa maisha.